Roger, always great to talk to you. It seems that we do have this annual conversation right here. And really, I was a little bit surprised today you actually encore. You mentioned that you admitted saying that you are an old player instead of an older player. I corrected you. But I think, seriously, perhaps back in mind, being 38 and also being so actively still involved in encore, you might think, okay, this might be the end of your career. But how much people really would like to know, how much guests do you still have in your tank?
I feel like I have a lot, I think the good thing is, I don't know when it's going to end, so my preparation when it comes to my fitness and to my practice, it's all based on the unknown. So, which means I am planning to play over a year. I mean, all of a sudden it might all end very quickly, but my fitness coach always told me, let me know if you feel like you're going to have one more year to play. Then you don't have to do your fitness sessions anymore. We'll just play tournaments, you'll enjoy yourself, and we'll do that. But I'm planning, fitness block in December, another one in the spring, and so forth, and as we move along. So, as long as I'm motivated to do that, the fitness, the practice, and all the traveling, I think things are looking good. When you're healthy, like I am right now, it's more fun to play because, I don't know, when you have one problem, it's kind of okay. If you have two, it gets tough. And if you have three at the same time, you need a break and you feel like it's foggy. You always feel like and it's just not fun, to be always playing hurt. So I really try to be extremely in good shape, make sure I sleep enough, I have a great time with my family, my friends, and not just that I go through the daily routines which become boring and I burn out. So I really try to make it fun for me on the road.
Many people are saying perhaps the number of 21 is still in your head. It's not really something like you're happy with 20. It's not to mention that Rafa is right behind you now after winning in U.S. Open. And Rafa, Novak's not far away from you either with 16 in mind as well. Is that the motivation that keeps you going and keep this momentum going strong?
I guess it's a little bit of a motivation, but it's not the reason why I'm still on the tour. I'm really trying to achieve as much as possible that I can control. It was cool to get to 100 titles in Dubai this year. That was something. Thank you. That was something extraordinary for me. And of course, every record is there to be broken and so forth, But what Rafa and Novak have done is tremendous. It's crazy also, and they will achieve more as well. I know that, but I'm not on the tour trying to stretch my lead. But of course, if I'm on the tour, it's also trying to win Grand Slams besides other titles and have a good time. So. And then there's a new generation too that knocking on the door, and you try to keep them at bay. So there's a lot going on, But I enjoy my rivalries with Novak and Rafa and others. So it's and Murray's back too. We have so many great stories in tennis and so many highlights that we can look forward to.
You mentioned actually to balance your family life and also your social life and etc. You have two twins right there, and obviously, two little boys and two little girls, and they could even, as people would say that mockingly, that they could shape this kind of a, men's team, a women's team, a doubles team down the line. A busy father, how do you really manage to balance your life? Of course, Milka helps a lot,
I think that's the secret, to make it work, Some other players don't have family and so forth, so it's pretty straightforward, it's fairly simple. But when I, book flight tickets and stuff like that, we're sometimes booking 10 tickets, 25 bags, convoy of cars. Everything becomes so massive and so huge, which is fun, but at the same time, it can be draining.
It is a huge task.
Yeah, and it's a huge task. My wife chips in a lot of energy and a lot of know-how, because she's also done it for over 20 years, So we need to really be very careful and clever with my wife. How many tournaments to play, which ones to play, where to take the kids.
Map out correctly.
Map out correctly, because you don't want to miss a beat, and then later on you're actually going to have a lot of regrets. And so long the kids have a good time on the tour, it's also okay for me to keep playing. The moment I would feel that they grow very unhappy traveling, I would obviously leave them at home more, but that would also have an impact on my schedule, because my family is my number one priority. It's always been clear for me.
As busy as you are, really, one last question is really about next year's Tokyo Games, really. It's around the corner. I know that somebody is missing one gold medal, and that gold medal is eluding you, and the singles. I'm sure that's in your mind. Are you going to give it a go this time?
Possibly. I mean, I'm thinking and talking to the team right now what I should do. It all is interconnected with the clay season, the French Open. I mean, the Wimbledon preparation, I've got that mapped out with Halle and Wimbledon. And then what is the preparation for the US Open? Right. So that whole big stretch of 3 slams, potentially the Olympics and the clay, I don't know what something has to give potentially, you know, and that's why I just have to be, like I said, with my scheduling, very clear and very clever, that I don't overplay and that I don't underplay. So I'm actually ready for the big matches. So there is a chance and a possibility I'll play Tokyo, and I'll probably decide in a coming week or 2 or 3. I don't know yet. I don't want to put myself under unnecessary pressure, but. If I go, it's with my full heart and my passion, trying to win a medal and represent my country. I'd be very proud. Like I carried the flag twice for Switzerland in Athens 04 and Beijing 08 on my birthday, 8/8/08 and 8/08.
That's a Chinese lucky number.
No, I was very lucky. I got the gold in the doubles with Stan, which was fantastic. So we'll see, and I will let you know.
Love to see you in Tokyo, of course. Roger, such a pleasure talking to you. I know you have a hectic schedule. Do enjoy the rest of your stay in China.
Okay.
And well, always welcome back.
Okay.